The universe you know, the one filled with stars, galaxies, light, and time, may not be the only one. In fact, it may not even be the universe. It could be just a universe. A single bubble adrift in an endless, silent sea of others. Some like ours, others twisted beyond imagination. And if that's true, if this reality, with all its laws, constants, and histories, is merely one expression of something far vaster, then everything you think is certain becomes fragile. The Big Bang, the cosmic beginning, might not have been the beginning of everything, but just the ignition of this chapter, in a book with infinite pages. You were told that time began 13.8 billion years ago, that everything, your thoughts, your body, the stars overhead, emerged from a singularity, a point of infinite density. But what if that story is incomplete? What if the Big Bang wasn't the beginning, but the intersection, not a spark from nothing, but a ripple from something else, something larger, older, and more complex than this universe can contain? And here's the terrifying part. There's no proof we're alone in this cosmic expanse. The mathematics of inflation suggest our universe could be one of countless others, each bubbling into existence with its own version of space, time, and physics. Maybe in another universe, gravity repels. Maybe light travels backward. Maybe stars are made of cold. Maybe you exist, but not quite. A mirror version, a twisted echo, or an unimaginable distortion of what you believe to be human. You might wonder if other universes exist. Why can't we see them? But what if that's the wrong question? What if our universe is the isolation chamber, a sealed-off room in a great cosmic mansion? Not because other rooms aren't there, but because our senses, our tools, our physics were never meant to perceive them. We are fish in a sealed aquarium, staring at the glass walls, unaware of the ocean outside. Imagine this. You are standing in a room with no windows, no doors, only the illusion of walls stretching outward forever. You think this room is reality, but one day something happens. A subtle shift. A particle flickers in and out of existence with no reason. A constant suddenly varies. A signal appears in the cosmic microwave background, an echo that doesn't match anything that came from here, not from our Big Bang. It's the fingerprint of another universe, pushed against the membrane of ours, not breaking through, but brushing close enough to leave a scar. Scientists call this the cold spot, a region in space that seems to have less energy than it should, less heat, less presence, and no explanation, unless something else, something not from here, touched it. You were raised to believe in one reality, one cosmos, one singular origin. But if the multiverse is real, then your story, our story, isn't unique. It's one verse in a cosmic symphony, one note in a melody played across an infinite, invisible keyboard. Each key strikes a different universe, some harmonious, some dissonant, and ours? Maybe it's just one chord, quickly fading, in a song far older than time. So ask yourself, what if everything you've ever known, every law of physics, every truth you've accepted, is just local, temporary, a dialect spoken by a single universe, in a multiversal parliament? What if reality isn't absolute, but regional? What if your universe is provincial, just one cosmic village, among infinite nations of existence. No one told you this, not because it's untrue, but because it's terrifying. Because if this is just one universe, then what else is out there? What else might be watching, dreaming, colliding, or waiting? You see, the Big Bang may not have been the beginning. It might have been the breach, not the first fire, but a flare across the dark ocean. And if that's true, then the next question is even more unsettling. What came before us? And what comes next? Because this idea that we're alone, that we're special, is comforting. But comfort isn't truth. And the truth might be that we're floating, unknowing, in a sea of infinities, with shores we can never touch, and monsters we can never name. Now, are you ready to leave the safety of one universe and peer into the unknown? At first glance, the universe appears orderly, predictable, governed by laws so precise they could be written in stone. Gravity pulls, light travels, time flows forward, and from the smallest atom to the largest galaxy, everything obeys the same mathematical commandments. But behind this veneer of cosmic certainty, there is a whisper, a lingering doubt that grows louder the deeper we look, a contradiction buried in the code of creation. One that suggests our understanding of the universe may be built on assumptions far too fragile to hold. You were taught that the universe began with a bang, but imagine it instead as a bloom, not an explosion, but an expansion, silent, smooth, and infinite. A space not tearing apart, but unfolding. Like the petals of a cosmic flower, the early universe wasn't just hot, it was a blinding crucible, where time itself was still learning how to tick. There were no stars, no galaxies, only a seething, shapeless fog of energy and possibility, too dense to form patterns, too young to know boundaries. Matter and antimatter collided and vanished. Particles danced in quantum confusion. And then, something strange happened. A symmetry broke. From that broken balance, reality took shape. Quarks clustered into protons. Protons became atoms. Atoms found each other and gave birth to stars. But here's where the certainty begins to unravel. Because, as we trace the echoes of the Big Bang, those faint microwave signals still humming through space, we find something unsettling. A pattern that shouldn't be there. A cold region in the sky, too large and too empty to be chance. A fingerprint left by something. And in that fingerprint lies a question: what touched our universe? Before we were born, to understand what that question means, you must first understand space itself, not as a stage where events play out, but as a living fabric that is the event. Imagine space as a sheet. Lay it flat, and it's calm. Place a star on it, and the fabric bends. Place a galaxy, and it swirls. But place a mystery, like dark matter or dark energy, and the fabric stretches in ways we can't see, can't touch, but must believe, because without it, nothing makes sense. In fact, 95% of the universe is made of things we have never seen. Dark energy, dark matter. The names sound exotic, but they're placeholders for our ignorance. They mean we know something is there, but we don't know what it is. And here's the paradox. The more we discover, the less we understand. Every answer fractures into more questions. The universe is expanding, but not slowing down. It's accelerating, pushed by something unseen, pulling space apart at the seams. It's as if the fabric is being tugged from the outside. But from where? And by what? If the universe has no edge, then where is this force coming from? If the cosmos is everything, then what lies beyond its reach? We build telescopes to see the past, because light carries time. The farther we look, the older the light becomes. We've seen galaxies just a few 100 million years after the Big Bang. Too large, too complex, to have formed so quickly. It's like finding a grown oak, where you expected a sapling. These ancient giants don't follow the timeline. They hint at a history we weren't part of, a story that began before ours did, maybe even in another universe entirely. Inflation theory tells us that right after the Big Bang, the universe expanded faster than light, not into space, but creating space as it went. Picture a balloon inflating, not into a room, but into nothing. And yet, quantum physics says fluctuations during that inflation could have created pockets, regions where space unfolded separately, entire universes, infinite ones, with different laws, different physics, different versions of what reality means. Our universe could be just one bubble, in an endless cosmic foam. You live in one of these bubbles. But what of the others? Are they empty? Are they chaotic? Are they aware? This is where science becomes mythic. Because even though mathematics permits a multiverse, and quantum equations hint at it, we cannot reach it. Not with light. Not with logic. We're trapped inside our own bubble, like fish inside a sealed sphere of glass. And yet, every now and then, something in the data glitches, a cold spot in the sky, a missing clump of galaxies, an irregularity in the background radiation. Not errors, not noise, but messages, fragments, left by realities brushing up against ours, just close enough to touch, just long enough to scar. Imagine a mirror beside our universe, but the reflection doesn't match. Imagine standing at the edge of time and seeing another time flowing backward. Imagine physics that contradict our own, but still exist, parallel and untouchable. It sounds like science fiction, but it's not. It's cosmology pushed to its breaking point, and it tells us that the universe, the one you woke up in this morning, is not the only story being told. There is no edge to space, and yet we may be surrounded. There is no center, and yet something beyond is pulling. There is no proof, but the silence is filled with clues, and so we set the stage not with answers, but with the collapse of answers, with the acceptance that what we know is not enough, with the haunting realization that to understand where we are, we must peer into the impossible. This is the paradox of cosmology. The more you zoom out, the more alone you feel, until you zoom out far enough and see that you might not be alone at all. And now, we must ask ourselves if we are just one among many. What else is watching the stars? You've heard it repeated like gospel. Everything began with a singularity, a point smaller than a pinhead, denser than comprehension, hotter than any fire the universe would ever see again. a place where all matter, all energy, and all laws of physics collapsed into one silent, blinding dot. But let's step closer, just for a moment, and stare into this so-called beginning. The closer you look, the less certain it becomes, because singularities are not beginnings. They are breakdowns. They are where our equations scream and fall apart. In physics, a singularity doesn't mean this is how it started. It means this is where we stop understanding. The singularity is the mathematical confession that we don't know what came before, or even if there was a before. It is a placeholder for ignorance, a signpost that says the road ends here. But roads never truly end. They fade, they twist, they fork, or dissolve into terrain we don't yet have a map for. Now imagine that moment, not as an explosion, but as a veil lifting. What if the singularity wasn't a point in space, but a point in perception? What if time and space emerged not from a physical dot, but from a transition, a phase change in the very nature of being? Just as ice becomes water, and water becomes vapor. What if nothing became something? Not through violence, but through transformation? Looping in string theory, we get a glimpse of something deeper, that perhaps our universe was not the first, that the singularity wasn't a beginning, but a collision, a bounce, a rebound between higher dimensional branes, membrane-like universes in the vast unseen. Think of two immense sheets of reality, drifting in a higher dimensional space. And when they touch, boom, a universe is born. The Big Bang isn't the start, it's the scar. And what of time itself? In our everyday lives, time flows like a river. But what if that's an illusion? What if all of time already exists, past, present, future, not as a flowing stream, but as a frozen landscape? Imagine reality as a film reel, every frame laid out. You're not moving through time. You're simply experiencing one frame after another. But the reel has already been printed. Every laugh you've ever laughed, every star that will ever die. Already set, already waiting. This is the block universe theory, a concept that turns free will into a question mark and rewrites memory itself. If time is fixed, what does it mean to choose? What does it mean to change? And if the future already exists, is the end of our universe already encoded in its beginning? But here's where things get stranger. The multiverse. For some, a mathematical abstraction. For others, the most profound possibility ever conceived by science. And for you, dear traveler, the beginning of the most disorienting question of all. What if this is not the only reality? Let's return to inflation theory, the rapid, exponential expansion of the universe just fractions of a second after the Big Bang. According to physicist Alan Guth, inflation didn't just cause our universe to expand. It may have created countless others, regions where inflation stopped, and space cooled into stars and galaxies like ours, and other regions where inflation never stopped, still bubbling, still birthing new realms. This is the concept of eternal inflation, a never-ending fractal of universes, blooming like foam on an infinite sea. In this picture, every universe is a bubble, separated by gulfs of inflating space. Some bubbles might share our physics, Others might bend them beyond recognition. Imagine a universe with no gravity. One where light doesn't exist. One where time loops back on, itself forever, trapping its inhabitants in an eternal yesterday. But the multiverse isn't just theory. Quantum mechanics whispers its possibility too. In the famous many worlds interpretation, every quantum decision, every path of a particle, every flip of an electron's spin, branches reality. Every choice spawns a new world. You turn left, another you turns right. You speak, another you remain silent. Every possibility, no matter how small, blooms into its own timeline, its own universe, and here's where it gets terrifyingly intimate. There may be an infinite number of yous, living different lives, dying different deaths, laughing at different jokes, believing different truths. You, born in another country. You, never born at all. You, staring at this screen in another timeline, wondering if this universe is the only one. You're not just part of the multiverse. You are the multiverse, splintered across the infinite. This isn't science fiction. It's quantum mathematics taken seriously. Hugh Everett, the mind behind many worlds, was dismissed in fee to his time. But now, physicists revisit his work with awe and unease. Because the implications don't just rewrite cosmology, they rewrite you. Let's now fold space into time and ask, what if the universe loops? What if time is not a line, but a circle? Theoretical models, like conformal cyclic cosmology, suggest the universe has no true beginning or end, but cycles through infinite aeons. Each universe ends in expansion, only to be reborn as the next, over and over, forever. So, what happens? To information? To memory? Could patterns from a previous universe bleed into ours? Could déjà vu be more than a trick of the brain? Roger Penrose, Nobel laureate and mathematical physicist, has proposed that imprints of a past universe could exist in our current cosmic microwave background, that somewhere in that glow, among the noise, are whispers from before, faint echoes of black holes that once ruled a different universe, before our own was born. And if time loops, what about paradox? Imagine traveling back in time to meet yourself. What happens if you kill your past self? Who then threw the first stone in history? These loops fracture causality, creating knots in time. Scientists call these closed time-like curves, solutions in Einstein's equations where time loops back on itself. Theoretically, possible. Physically, unknown. But what if the universe itself is a closed time-like curve, always recurring, always looping, not just for you, but for galaxies, stars, entire laws of physics, an eternal, cosmic heartbeat? Here's where the mystery turns inward. Because in all this, singularities, time loops, infinite universes, there's one consistent variable. The observer, nothing in quantum mechanics makes sense without the act of observation. Until something is measured, it exists in a haze of probabilities. Schrödinger's cat is both alive and dead. A particle is everywhere and nowhere. But the moment it is observed, it collapses into a state. What collapses it? Consciousness. This leads us to the most unsettling question of all: does consciousness create reality? Is the universe real? If no one looks at it? Are you collapsing a wave function? Every time you open your eyes? Some physicists, like John Wheeler, have suggested that observers are not passive beings in the cosmos, but active participants in its creation. That the universe needs consciousness to exist. That without minds, to see it, the cosmos would remain. An unresolved equation. Now pair that with the multiverse. Every observation, every collapsed possibility, splits off a new universe. Reality is no longer fixed. It is generated by mind, by awareness, by you. So, here's the dilemma. Is the universe observing itself through you? Are you the eyes of the cosmos, staring back at its own mystery? Pull back now. Look at what we've assembled. A beginning that may not be a beginning. A time that may not flow. A universe that may be one of infinite reflections. A self that may exist in countless forms, and a reality that only becomes real when watched. These are not fantasies. These are the frontiers of physics, the very edge of what we dare to question. And behind it all, something is wrong. The numbers don't add up. The constants feel too precise. The balance, too perfect. Why? Does the universe appear tuned for life? Why does gravity have just the right strength? Why does matter outweigh antimatter? Why is light even visible? Why does anything exist instead of nothing? The answers remain elusive, and perhaps they always will. But if we keep asking, if we keep looking, perhaps one day we will find that the universe isn't just a story we're living in. It's a story we're writing. Begin here, with the most haunting question of them all. Why is there something instead of nothing? Every equation we've written, every force we've uncovered, every theory we've dared to propose, none can answer this. They can tell us how the universe works, but not why it is. And that absence, that silence in the face of the ultimate question, echoes louder than any explosion. Physics can explain the unfolding of the cosmos, the fusion of stars, the orbit of planets, the decay of particles, but it cannot explain the breath behind it all. The first breath, the moment before the moment. Was it a quantum fluctuation? A random tremor in the void? But if randomness gave rise to the universe, why does it look anything but random? Why is it so ordered, so precise? This is the first paradox, a chaotic origin, leading to an exquisitely ordered cosmos. We live in a universe that obeys mathematical laws, so precise they could be etched into stone tablets. Is always, the speed of light never wavers. Gravity falls with perfect consistency. If the universe were born of chaos, why do these laws feel so ancient, so immutable, so scripted? It gets stranger. Look at the fine-tuning of the universe. Change the strength of gravity by a hair, and stars can't form. Nudge the electromagnetic force slightly, and atoms fall apart. Shift the dark energy constant, and the universe expands too fast for galaxies to ever congeal. It's as if reality, balanced on a razor's edge. And yet, here we are. Some call it luck. Others whisper the anthropic principle, the idea that the universe appears fine-tuned because only in such a universe could creatures like us exist to notice. But that feels circular, convenient, a cosmic shrug, dressed up as theory, which brings us to another possibility. The fine-tuning isn't coincidence. It's consequence. Maybe we exist not because this universe is the only one, but because it's one of countless universes, and we just happen to be in the one where the conditions are right for life. The multiverse makes room for this logic. If there are infinite universes, each with different physical constants, then eventually one would produce stars, planets, people, you. But this answer isn't comforting. It doesn't tell us why the multiverse exists. It just moves the mystery up one level. The multiverse is a solution. That requires a bigger puzzle, a paradox, stacked on another paradox, and it gets worse. Let's talk entropy. According to the second law of thermodynamics, entropy always increases. The universe moves from order to disorder. Ice melts. Structures decay. Stars die. So, if disorder always wins, how did the universe begin in a state of such low entropy? That's the next paradox. We began ordered, in a universe that should prefer chaos. In fact, a high-entropy universe filled with random particles, no stars, no galaxies, should be far more probable than this one. And yet, we find ourselves in a cosmos that started out clean, organized, and smooth. A cosmic crime scene, too pristine to make sense. Physicist Roger Penrose calculated the odds of this happening by chance. His answer? 1 in 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 123. A number so vast, it exceeds the number of atoms in the observable universe. It's not improbable. It's impossible. Unless something chose it. And now, we touch the edge of another abyss, the question of agency, of intent, of design. Science recoils from this. It prefers randomness, chance, and necessity. But the deeper we look, the more the universe resembles something selected. Not designed in the religious sense, but shaped, tuned, sculpted by forces we don't yet comprehend. Some physicists explore the idea of quantum, cosmogenesis, that universes are born from quantum fields, and those that can sustain observers are selected by the act of observation itself. Consciousness becomes a filter through which reality emerges. Not an afterthought, a prerequisite. You too may wonder, does that make us gods? No, but it might make us mirrors reality, reflecting itself through our awareness. A feedback loop between the cosmos and the conscious. That leads us to the next paradox. Are we discovering the universe or creating it? If observation affects outcome, if measurement collapses the wave function, if the universe only becomes real when seen, then what is reality? When no one looks, does the moon exist when you're not watching? Does a black hole hum its gravitational song in an empty galaxy? The implications are terrifying because they suggest that reality is participatory, that the cosmos is not a stage but a conversation, and we are part of the dialogue. You sit here now, perhaps in a quiet room, surrounded by things that feel solid, real. The chair beneath you, the air on your skin, the ticking of time. But everything you've learned so far, everything science has dared to whisper into the void, tells you that none of it is certain. Not the walls, not the stars, not even You. Because if time is an illusion, then everything you've ever done might have already happened. Infinite times before, every breath you take may not be the first. Every love, every fear, every loss, you may be reliving it in an endless loop, unaware, because memory is just part of the illusion. The universe might be a closed reel of film, each frame unchanging, each emotion already coded in. You are not moving through time. You are remembering movement. As you're shown a still picture, what you call now is just the frame you've landed on. And what's terrifying is that it may be the only frame you'll ever see. Ask yourself this: if all moments already exist, then are you alive? Or are you merely the echo of life, trapped in a structure built from perception? What if you are not the thinker of your thoughts, but their prisoner? And now, imagine something worse. Imagine that the universe is alive, not metaphorically, not poetically, but consciously. Sentient in a way beyond neurons, beyond minds, beyond what we would recognize as awareness. Being whose thoughts are galaxies, whose dreams are quantum fluctuations, and whose nightmares are universes like ours. If that's true, then what are we? Are we cells in its brain, fleeting sparks in its dream? Or are we something far more tragic? Accidental moments of self-awareness, destined to vanish before the cosmos ever even realizes. It blinked. If the universe is alive, then perhaps it is lonely. Perhaps its silence isn't emptiness, but slumber, and maybe, just maybe, life, conscious life, is the mechanism through which the universe begins to know itself. But what if we're too late? What if the moment we begin to understand, to ask, to reach, is the moment the lights begin to fade? The stars are dying, the galaxies are drifting apart. Entropy is winning. The universe is becoming quiet again, cold, forgetful. And what if? The TDD, great irony, is that the universe created minds precisely when it was already too far gone to be saved. Now feel the weight of that truth, pressing against you. Billions of years, trillions of stars, countless worlds, and on one small rock, in a backwater galaxy, a tiny creature asked a question the cosmos could no longer answer. What am I? And heard nothing in return. You may wonder why this matters, why it hurts to hear, why the void feels so close when the night falls silent. Because somewhere deep within you, you already know, you've always known, that everything you love will end, that everything you are will be forgotten, that even the universe itself is dying, not with a scream, but with a sigh. This is the cosmic horror we rarely speak aloud. The universe is expanding, not into space, but into nothing. The galaxies are running from each other, like leaves on a stretching rubber sheet, and one day each will disappear from every other's sky. No more starlight, no more signals, no more memory, each galaxy alone, a flickering island of ash. You were born into the only epoch when you could see the stars. In the far future, the sky will go dark, not because the stars have died, but because they've moved beyond the reach of light. Space will become too vast to hold on to itself. Every signal will fade, every echo will vanish, and in that silence, something terrifying emerges. The idea that we were meant to see this, that the universe wanted to be known just once before it became unknowable forever. And we are it, we are the knowing. But we're also the forgetting. We are the universe's eyes, but we are also the lids that will one day close. Now pause, breathe. Let your mind drift outward, beyond your body, beyond Earth, past the cold moons of Saturn, past the drifting silence between stars. Let it float beyond the great cosmic web, beyond the shimmering filaments of galaxies, and into the darkness that holds it all. That darkness isn't empty. It's everything we do not understand. It's the space between answers, and it's growing. The further we look, the less we recognize. The cosmos doesn't just defy comprehension, it mocks it. Time stretches, matter evaporates, even the fabric of space is peeling apart. And you, this fragile pocket of thought, you are trying to hold meaning against a tide that is erasing the very concept. This is not fear of monsters. This is not fear of death. This is fear of scale. You are a creature made of atoms forged in stars that no longer exist. You are animated dust, dreaming of infinity. And now you are being asked to face the unthinkable, that your world, your life, yourself, may be nothing more than a flicker. Brief, bright, and gone. Look at your hand, the skin, the veins, the motion. A miracle. Yes, but miracles are not protected from indifference. The universe does not love you. It does not hate you. It does not know you. And yet, you are trying to know it. That is the most human thing of all. To scream a question into the abyss, knowing full well it may never answer. But what if the abyss is answering? What if every strange anomaly, every cold spot in the sky, every unexplained equation is a whisper? Not from a god, not from an alien, but from the structure of reality itself, trying, in its own way, to be seen. What if black holes are not ends, but eyes? What if dark matter is not unseen, but hiding? What if the edge of the universe is not a limit, but a threshold? And what if, across that threshold, something is watching back? The thought chills the soul. Not because it's monstrous, but because it's unknowable. Because if we ever truly understood what lies beyond this universe, we might not survive the knowing. It could shatter our minds, collapse our logic, reduce every truth we hold dear into meaningless symbols on a chalkboard floating in space. And yet, we keep searching, because deep down, you know this isn't just science. This is a mirror. This is you, reflected across cosmic glass. And that reflection, however fleeting, is the closest thing to meaning we may ever find. Maybe we weren't meant to conquer the universe. Maybe we were only meant to feel it, to tremble beneath its weight, to cry at its beauty, to whisper its secrets to each other before the stars go dark. So what does it all mean? Maybe it means nothing. Maybe meaning is something we invent to make the cold less cruel, or maybe, just maybe, meaning is the moment you looked up at the stars and felt small and didn't run. maybe meaning, is you right now, asking the question. Because in the end, the greatest mystery of all is not what the universe is made of. It's why, in a universe so vast, so silent, and so uncaring, you care at all. So here we are, after traveling across the edge of physics, memory, space, and time. You arrive at the threshold of a final thought. One so vast, so unsettling, that once you hear it, the world may never feel quite the same again. Everything you've been told, the Big Bang, the arrow of time, the laws of physics, they may all be chapters written not in stone, but in mist, temporary, local. Language spoken only by this universe. But what if the ultimate truth is that this universe has already ended, and we are the afterimage, a fading echo, trapped in the final flicker of consciousness? Some physicists believe the universe may eventually undergo a process called heat death, a slow, cold dissolving into equilibrium where no energy remains to sustain stars, thoughts, or motion. But what if that state has already come to pass, and what we call now is merely the ghost light, echoes of quantum entanglements still unraveling, like the last sparks on a burnt-out wire? What if time itself is a memory? You are not living in a universe that is. You are living in a universe that was. Imagine a galaxy. 100 billion stars blooming like fireworks in a spiral of grace. Now imagine that galaxy suddenly slows, pixelates, freezes, but instead of fading, it fractures. Each star splits into possibilities. Each planet branches into choices. Each moment becomes infinite. This is the theory some propose, that the universe, at the moment of death, split into uncountable probabilities, and we are riding one of them. We are echoes, frozen in time's final breath, looping through our lives again and again, unaware that the tape is no longer recording. A cosmic dream that refuses to end. Now hold that image, billions of galaxies, drifting apart like embers on a dark ocean, each one a home, each one forgotten, each one asking the same question, why? And somewhere, beyond what we can see, something else is watching. Maybe not a god, not a creator, but a consciousness so ancient, so massive, it spans the multiverse itself. An observer, not of one reality, but of all realities. One who sees your life as a single beat in a symphony that stretches across dimensions. What would it feel like to be seen by such a thing? To have every joy, every failure, every thought, known not as an isolated act, but as part of an unbroken cosmic pattern? The twist, then, is not that we are alone. The twist is that we have never been alone. We have always been part of something vaster than the mind can hold. We are the universe, peering back at itself. And yet, the question remains unanswered because the final truth of this journey is not a conclusion. It is a mirror that asks you not what the universe is, but what you are willing to become, now that you've seen it. So ask yourself, what if the multiverse is real, and another version of you is watching this very moment, wondering the same thing? What if all of this has happened before, and will happen again, forever? What if this universe is not a thing, but a thought? What if the reason you feel so small is because you're finally beginning to understand? And what if the greatest mystery of all is that you were never supposed to find the answer, only to ask the question over and over, for as long as time remembers, and so we leave you, not with certainty, but with wonder, because the universe may not give us answers, but it has always given us one gift, the ability to ask, and in the asking, we become infinite. You've traveled through the womb of time. You've stepped across the invisible walls of perception and stared down the riddles of the cosmos without blinking. You've seen what lies beneath the skin of the universe, and now it refuses to let go of you. And it shouldn't, because this story isn't over. It never was. The questions you've faced, the impossible symmetry of physics, the terrifying vastness of time, the possibility that you are just one echo in an infinite cascade. These aren't riddles meant to be solved. They are invitations. Invitations to look again, to think harder, to feel deeper. Maybe the most dangerous idea isn't that the universe is stranger than we imagined. Maybe it's that we are stranger than we dared to believe. What you've seen is only the beginning. There are still unobserved edges. There are theories yet to be born. There are dark places between the stars where truth still hides in silence. But silence is not emptiness. It is potential. The next discovery may not come from equations. It may come from you, from the way your heart trembles when you stare up at a night sky, and realize that you are part of it, not metaphorically, not spiritually. Literally, the atoms in your body were forged in the cores of ancient stars. You are made of supernovae. You are the child of collapsed suns. You are not in the universe. You are the universe, aware of itself, asking who it is. So now, the question remains, what will you do with what you've learned? Will you dismiss it as fantasy? Will you tuck it away and return to a smaller life? Or will you carry it with you? Let it haunt you in moments of silence. Let it whisper to you when you wake at 3 a.m. and wonder if any of this matters. It does. It must, because the act of wondering is the spark of creation. When you ask, what is out there? You are breathing life into the void when you wonder, who am I in this endless story? You're not looking for meaning. You are the meaning. You are the question. The cosmos keeps asking, again and again, with every flicker of consciousness that rises from the dust. And maybe, just maybe, that's the point. Not to know, but to ask, because asking is what keeps the universe alive. Somewhere out there, another galaxy is dying. Somewhere out there, a star is being born. And somewhere, in some version of the multiverse, another version of you has just begun this journey. A different you, a stranger. Or maybe, the truest version of you. Still reaching, still dreaming, still trying to touch the edge of the infinite. Maybe this universe ends, but maybe you don't. Maybe this story is only unfinished because you're still writing it. So go now. Speak what you've seen. Write your own theory. Dream your own cosmos, because the greatest mystery isn't what exists in the stars. The greatest mystery is you. You, who dares to listen when the universe says nothing. You, who stares into the dark and imagines light. You, who keeps searching, not because you expect to find the answer, but because something inside you already knows it's out there. And so this journey ends with one final question. If the universe has no end, then maybe neither do you.